Hello everybody, it's that time again where I get to show you what I've been working on recently. As you can see, this is one of the Victrix Roman archers. These guys have recently came out, so I decided to paint one up, and I thought I'd give you a little spin round of this one. This is one of the Eastern Roman archers. Nice figures again, pretty straightforward to paint. Not too many frills in these, but still very nice figures. Did my usual sort of wood and leather, bit of facial detail there. But yeah, this one came out okay, so reasonably pleased with it. You get two types in this set. You get the Eastern ones, which are these, and the Western ones. But I haven't got round to painting up any of the Western ones yet. I did say that I will do one pretty soon. But at the moment, I've been doing other things, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, this was the first one. Not a bad little figure. And then recently I've been given another of their new releases. Bear with me a second. I've been given these. Now this is one of the new Bavarian infantry, Napoleonic stuff. Let's see if I can get some light, decent light in there. That might help a bit. Yeah, one of the Bavarian infantry, Napoleonic guys. It's on one of the Victrix bases. I did, admittedly, take quite a while on this. There's a lot going on with these figures, guys. A lot going on, lots of different colours, piping, that sort of thing. And yeah, these are really busy. These are lovely figures though. I mean, look at that. They're lovely figures. Everything had to be done to a good standard for this one. A standard that I'm sort of reasonably happy with. But these are really nice. And yeah, it did take me sort of longer than my typical sort of Dark Age stuff. That's because there's a lot of messing about in there. Like I say, it's really busy. I mean, things like the fur on the backpack, for instance, yeah, that starts off yellow. And then you mix up a fur wash, hit it with that, let it dry, hit it again, let it dry, line it, make sure it looks all right, mess about with different colours in there as well, and then paint in the white. Hit that with 4 shades of white, sort of creamy white. Yeah, hit that, then line that, go around the outside of that, make sure the lines on that are quite tight. And then the canteen, 4 shades of silver on the canteen, 4 shades of grey, at least 4 shades of grey on the rolled up greatcoat there, 4 shades of white on that, black. Let's talk about black for a second. With the black, what I do with that, I'll go black, sort of a German grey, knock that up about 3 or 4 highlights, and then I'll hit that again with a wash, a mixed wash of a Vallejo glaze with a bit of their ink as well in there to do that. Reds, 4 shades of red, blue, oh good grief, yeah, quite a few shades of blue in that, believe it or not. That did start off a lot darker, and then I decided to make it lighter, having sort of referred to some of the guys on the Napoleonic forum and said, sort of, what colour is it going to be, guys? What colour's the good colour for it? And looking at some photos and that, I mean, I'm still not 100% happy with it, but that was quite a labour in there. I mean, the trousers have got at least 4 shades of grey, up to a cream in that, sort of my white that I do, straps and that, 4 shades again, at least 4 shades of gold and a wash on the helmet. Helmet again, 3 or 4 shades highlighted up to a grey, then washed over the top again. The wood on the musket, guys, that's a sort of mixed up ink that I've had to hit. So that started off as like a yellow, and then I hit that about 3 or 4 times with an ink wash and let that dry again and again and again, then lined it. Yeah, there's a lot gone into this figure this week. It's taken me sort of days to do this. The face came out. Let's see if I can get it in. Okay, yeah, the face came out quite nice actually. But these are really nice figures. I mean, I don't usually paint Napoleonic stuff, and the reason for that is that good grief, they just take so long. They just take so long, but yeah, you do get good effect with them. You know, goodness knows how long it'd take me to do like a regiment of these guys. They're just so heavy and busy on all of the detail. I mean, details like the buttons down the boot, the buttons sort of on the cuff, if I can get that zoomed in here, buttons on the cuff, lines on the cuff, that all has to be lined in and highlighted and messed about with. Oh, good grief, yeah, the piping around the chest had to be lined and done, and then lined and done again because I'd gone over it with bits of blue and bits of red, and it was heavy. It was heavy, but it came out quite nice, I think. It's one of my sort of, long-winded ones, and I did have some help with the uniform, as in the correct colours and things. And I'm quite pleased with it. I'll be honest, I'm quite pleased with it. And these are due out soon. These aren't actually released yet. So this was the first one that I did, and I'm waiting for the command sprue for these, which should be turning up in the near future. And then I'll probably do sort of an officer, possibly one mounted on a horse, because there's a mounted officer and a sort of foot officer as well. In the pack, you get sort of 58 of these guys, and they're all in sort of, they've got a firing line, they've got a marching. So yeah, there's loads of variation in there. You could do a pretty good little unit of these. You know, it might take you sort of a couple of decades to paint them. Well, it would take me a couple of decades to paint them, put it that way. But yeah, you know, these are lovely. These are lovely. You know, there's a lot, like I say, the helmet, for instance, you know, that little flowery thing there, I had to put blue in there, well, I had to put white, and then blue, and then white, and then I kept accidentally hitting it with, when I was going around and I was doing the musket, I kept accidentally hitting it with other colours, and I was like, God, grief, not again, you know, but reasonably happy with him. Face come out nicely. Yeah, face came out nicely. Base, pretty standard, guys, to be honest. Bit of basing material, slap that on, hit it once with, say, a Vallejo flat earth, and then let that dry, and then I've just washed it once with a little mix of 1 drop of Vallejo flat earth and about half a dozen drops of Army Painter Strong Tone, just to make it a bit darker. Hit it, let it dry, and that's how it turns out. You know, so it's not anything spectacular. It's not anything that anyone needs to mess about with and do. It just looks effective. You know, after spending that much time doing the actual figure, I didn't want to mess about dry brushing up and you know, going for it with the base. At the end of the day, there's going to be sort of, you know, a few of these on a movement tray, sort of lined up. So you want to make it quite quick and straightforward. But I was quite happy with the way the wood turned out, to be honest, on that musket. And I was quite happy with the ink wash that I built up on that. I'll have to remember that. Leather is just usually the usual sort of leather work that I do. You know, red, I use the scale 75 stuff. Highlight that up. But yeah, that's him done. That's the first of my Bavarian infantry, and I hope you like it. I enjoyed it. I must admit, it was one of them ones you wake up in the morning and think, well, I've got to do this bit today. You know, first off, it was like the helmet and the face, and it was like, right, I'm going to get that done. Hadn't actually glued the arm on with the musket at the time. Don't usually put that on until I've sort of done the face and the helmet and things like that. I usually leave the arms off. And then, yeah, done that, and then worked down, and then it was the chest with the straps on it. You know, done that. Sort of started on the inside, done the reds, and then done the white straps on the outside, and then the blues. Sort of worked my way round, done the backpack and that. But yeah, that's the better part of 4 or 5 days working that easily, for me anyway, just because I was messing about trying to get lines and things done in properly. You know, getting them lines in, yeah, it was getting quite heavy at times. But what a lovely figure, and they are lovely figures indeed. All right, so that, like I say, Bavarian infantry. Yeah, and then coming up in the near future, I'm going to be doing some conversions. I've just sort of slapped a Viking head on this Norman body, slapped a different arm on. I'm going to be doing some sort of conversions and having a little play about with some Dark Age stuff, but that's only until the command sprue arrives for the Bavarians. But anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on, and yeah, that's me done. Nice to speak to you. I hope you like it. Please leave me some comments, and yeah, speak to you soon. Bye bye.